Welcome into this virtual healing space. For this exercise, if you'd like to have something to hold in front of you, like a pillow or rolled up sweatshirt, it adds to the experience. And to feel something at your back, such as the chair back behind you, lying down on a bed or couch or ground, or lying on your side with your back feeling the couch back behind you. I invite you to get a little bit more comfortable. Maybe your body would like to move in some way, to stretch, to change your position. And attending to the needs of the body, it's not only just nice for our bodies, remembering it's also a signal of safety. We only do this when we're relatively safe, taking the time to shift the body for comfort. Oh, and a sigh or yawn may come with that. Oh, not needing to hold tension anymore. Just letting that release in whatever way is good for you. Orienting to the present moment in your current environment. Allowing your eyes to move. Just going wherever they're drawn. Seeing what's interesting in the moment. What's pleasant. And just noticing maybe it's colors, shapes, patterns, textures that you see from how the light lands on it, reflected off. And also the sense of hearing when I'm quiet in a moment, noticing what you hear. And then what you hear is the furthest away sound you hear. The tactile sense, the sense of touch. Maybe your fingers or hands are touching something or would like to. You can notice texture. Maybe there's temperature difference. Maybe you push in a little bit. You can also notice wherever your body is making contact with the environment through your clothing, whatever's holding you up, chair, couch, bed, being on the earth, just noticing that support. Wherever there's contact, that might be the back of the head, back of the neck, the back, lower back, sit bones, back of the thighs, maybe the back of the calves, and with your feet. Might like to increase your sense of connecting with the surface by rolling a little heel to toe, side to side. Can also push in a little bit. Really feel that groundedness. In an immediate environment that's relatively safe, orientation usually brings a little settling, calming, bodily signals of safety, relaxation. And as we go forward, just a reminder to connect with the sense of choice, your agency of playing with finding what your system needs right now. I'll make suggestions, and that's all they are. Here are some things you might like to try out. Something may resonate with you and for to do in the moment, or it might be, kind of interesting, but not right now. Or there may just be something else your system would prefer. But just really connecting with, to be able to learn, to enjoy, find what's a good fit for you right now. And that also includes, if you don't want so much content, you can always turn the volume down and just hear the rhythm of my voice. And if there's an invitation to close eyes, you can also choose to keep your eyes open. You can move if that helps you. And just noticing what's it like to relax into this invitation of exploration, of really playing with finding what suits you in this moment. I invite you to focus on breathing, to take a deep breath in and an even longer exhale for the shift to the parasympathetic. A few breaths in your own timing, putting the focus on that nice long exhale. Parasympathetic is our time to rest and digest, detoxify, heal. And release may happen through the breath. As well. Maybe a hum would like to come. Letting that flow in whatever way is good for your system. And let's deepen our focus on the breath by connecting to abdominal breathing. You may like to put your hands on the belly. Your eyes may like to close to focus. You breathe in to really feel that filling. Then exhaling so deeply, you feel some contraction. Taking some breaths like this in your own timing. This can feel like a bit of a pump here. And what it's filling up is there's an area 2 to 3 inches below the navel in the very center, the core of the body. In Chinese medicine, that's the dantian, physical center of gravity, and also a physical energy reservoir. And that breath pumping up the dantian with more energy. And you can also imagine filling the dantian with some pure earth energy by seeing a line going from the dantian, your physical energy center, all the way to the very center of the earth, where there's just pure earth energy. And with the in-breath, seeing some of that energy moving up that line, drawing in the energy, becoming replenished, revitalized. And if there's excess energy or something that no longer serves you, you can imagine it going down a grounding cord from your tailbone, deep enough into the earth that it's just released into a space of purification, the earth to transmute it into pure earth energy. And of course, the exhalation, the out-breath also continues as a way to release what's not needed. As we go into today's developmental repatterning focus, always building upon earlier developmental experiences. There's the taking in energy, where food was not yet part of that. And this is another step. This is prior to how mammals receive nourishment through the umbilical cord. And of course, later being out in the world, eating with the mouth. This is a stage in the development for humans that's comparable to the stage in the shell of an egg for reptiles and birds. They come in with all the nourishment they need for that phase of their development. The shell around them to protect them, and the yolk holding all the nourishment they need at that stage. We have a stage in our development like that too, as tiny embryos, where we've got what's called the amnion, which is protection around the embryo. It's also a cushion. That can feel like you being in your safe little egg, like a shell, but softer, leathery, protective. And there's fluid for cushion. If you can, feel into the support at your back, giving yourself that kinesthetic connection of what it is to have the amnion, protective cushioning, that support, your safe little egg-like space. And then also connecting to the front where you have your yolk. It's called the yolk sac for the embryo. The yolk sac is the time that's prior to when you're connected via the umbilical cord. And the yolk sac is filled with all this nutrition that's just specifically what you need. This little package of nourishment that comes from your own DNA, just exactly, specifically what you need. You're coming into life with all you need, what you need on your soul's path. You may like to hug what is in front of you with appreciation for that yolk sac being there, filled with what you need. Appreciation for being so equipped for your journey. And putting your attention to the back again, feeling into that protection, that cushioning, having what you need to navigate life when the bumps come, a little cushion, really feeling along the back, to have your back be had, to have supports. They bring to mind supports in your life. Really enjoying those sensations. And then again, putting attention on the nice feeling of the yolk sac in front, feeling that fullness against your body, having all the nourishment for this stage of development. It's unique to you. You're connecting with being provided for what you need specifically at this particular stage in your development on your own life path. And then just feeling tension back and front, feeling the protection and the nourishment. And put attention back and forth and see what it is to have some attention on both the back and the front, to feel yourself held between these two, the protection and the nourishment. And as humans, we have other stages of development. We'll go on to at other times. But as you come back into being in the present moment, maybe partly the tactile sense is an impulse to push against a surface, as if you're coming out of the little shell into the world. And our regular kind of tactile sensing of what your hands might be touching and any of the surfaces of your body, of focusing on what's pleasant, what's comfortable. And hearing not only my voice, but also what you hear around you in your space. Opening your eyes, letting the eyes move, and the head, the neck may move as you orient to your space. See what's interesting to you, pleasant. Noticing details, really savoring all this wonderful world around you. And welcome back.